albinism is contagious. It will make you feel like something really is wrong with you. And I think what's getting me is that some people really believe this. I just pray that people come to a place where they can do their own research. Hi, it's me, Lexi, and welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another video, and today we are doing a mukbang. This is my first time ever doing one, but I am excited about it. Y'all, I forgot my microphone. Hold on. All right, y'all, I'm ready for real this time. I literally just had to switch out my mic because this one died, but we're here. Lord, I want to thank you for this food that I'm about to receive. I pray that you allow it to be a nourishment to my body. Father, I pray that you bless the hands that prepared the food. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. So in today's video, we're going to be doing myths and belief albinism edition, and I have all the myths and beliefs right here. I don't think that we're going to get through all of these in this video, but I'm going to see how many that we can get through. But before I do anything, y'all, I have to dive into these chicken tenders because I've been wanting this all day, okay? It's a solid 8 out of 10, but I know it's because it's not fresh. It's still good though. I got a half tea, half lemonade, and I really wish I would have asked for extra ice because if you know, you know. All right, y'all, let's jump into it. Myths and belief, albinism edition. The first one is albinos have red or pink eyes. This is somewhat true. There are some people with albinism that have red or pink eyes, do not, however, have red or pink eyes. I actually was born with bluish gray eyes, blue grayish greenish eyes, and they do change colors. However, there are people with albinism that have red or pink eyes. And sometimes if you take a picture with flash, the light will reflect in the eye and it will make it look more red. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. While I was waiting on my Uber to get back home, I got me a side of fries as well to just snack on because I was super hungry. And y'all, those fries were so salty. I was nervous, but these are fine. They're not too salty. I don't usually like toast and bread, but Cane's, they got this on lock. Myth and belief number 2. And y'all, I didn't come up with these. These are either some that I've actually seen or heard either in person or on the internet, or some that Google said that people believe. The number 2 is albinos cannot live normal lives and face severe limitations. This is another one that can be kind of true and false at the same time. Mainly false though, because I have albinism, and as y'all can see, I live a normal life. I go to work, I went to school, I went to college, graduated. I'm able to live an independent life. I am not driving yet, but there are people with albinism that are already driving. And I mean, we do have to take precautions, but we can live normal lives. Another thing is severe limitations. I feel like the only limitations that exist are the ones that you allow to exist. Like me, for example, I could say that I'm stuck in the house every day because I don't drive, but that's not a limitation that I face because I get out when I want to get out. There's Uber, there's Lyft. You can still find a way to live an independent, normal life. Again, the limitations exist because you allow them to be there. So if you're a person with albinism and you feel like you can't do certain things because you don't have the vision to do so, or whatever the case may be, push yourself, try something new, start with baby steps. Like, I don't go everywhere by myself all the time because I do want to be safe. I do want to be cautious. I know, what makes me overwhelmed. I know what makes me feel safe. I know what makes me feel overstimulated. I know what makes me feel comfortable. So I adjust accordingly. However, I don't let those things limit me or stop me from living a normal life. It's based on the person. You can choose to be limited or you can choose to live independently. And I'm going to choose to live independently, even if I have things that do, come a little more challenging and more difficult for me. I'm going to still figure it out. For example, I was at Cane's. I was by myself. I didn't have anyone there to read the menu. And I know it's Cane's, like it's chicken tenders. What can you get? But I wanted to look at the menu because I didn't know if I wanted the number 1, the number 2, the number 3. What did I do? I pulled out my phone, and I do this quite often, even if I am with people. I'll pull out my phone and I'll zoom in on my camera and I'll read the menu. You can figure things out. There's ways to live life. Okay, the third one is albinos are cursed or bring bad luck. That's false. I really don't like the negative connotation or perspective that's given to people with albinism. First of all, I ain't cursed. I'm not cursed. I believe in the blood of Jesus Christ. I believe that whom the Son sets free is free indeed. There's no curse over here. There's nothing over here that is cursed. I am not cursed. I don't bring bad luck. Grace and mercy surrounds me, blessings surround me, God's favor surrounds me. I'm not cursed, I don't bring bad luck, and I don't think that people with albinism do. I feel like this came from myths and beliefs that are very much real in other cultures and other places around the world. There are some people that believe that we bring bad luck because of the way they were portrayed in movies, the way they were portrayed online. It is hurtful and I don't like it. And I know many other people with albinism, they can agree. Like, we don't like that we're looked at and portrayed that way, but what can you do, right? Like, we can't force people to not do that. We can't force the media to take down these bad narratives that they paint about us. However, we can speak out like I'm doing and say, no, that's not true. We're normal people. We just don't have pigment and melanin. There are some people that think we bring good luck. I don't think that we bring good luck. I don't think that we do anything special outside of the normal. Nothing more or less special about us in the sense of like bringing luck or whatever. There's actual documentaries as well about this. I very vividly remember growing up and my parents didn't want me watching certain documentaries and certain um things on television or certain movies because of the way that albinism was portrayed, because of what was done to us, because of what, the documentary said. They really wanted to protect me. Once I started getting older and I started doing my own research, I started seeing things, and there's still certain things that I refuse to watch because I know emotionally I'm not able to handle it just yet. But there are some ways that people view us, and it can be very hurtful and harmful. And I just pray that people come to a place where they can do their own research and stop running with what's on the media, stop running with what's on movies, stop running with what people say, and do your own research. Number 4 says albinos don't live as long as individuals without albinism. Once again, I believe that this is false. I believe that we can live long, healthy lives. I believe that this myth came about because of the risk that we have when it comes to things like skin cancer and how rapidly that can affect us. I believe that that is probably why this is a myth or a belief that some people have, but I don't think that that's true. I think that, again, we live normal lives. We have a good life expectancy. Now, what I will say is we do have to take more precautions. We do have to be careful when it comes to things like getting certain vitamins in us, because, again, we can't just go outside and soak up vitamins naturally from the sun like vitamin D. But I don't think that that means we're not going to live as long, right? When we take harmful acts, it can produce harmful results, but I don't think that naturally we just don't have a long life expectancy. I don't believe that at all. I keep running out of storage, so I really hope I can get through this. Albinism is contagious. Albinism is not contagious. That is not how this works. I can't touch somebody and say, oh, you're going to be albino when you wake up in the morning, or oh, you're going to have albinism after I touch you. I don't know, again, why this would be a belief, but I do know that some people actually believe it. Like, oh, I don't want you to touch me because I don't want what you have. It's not transferable. It's not contagious. It's not a disease. It's genetic. Some of these are kind of just ridiculous, so I'm not going to even do them. We're going to skip. Albinos are all visually impaired. We do all have vision that is impacted one way or the other. There are different types of albinism. Some people have albinism and they do have vision problems, but it may not be as intense as the next. Me, I am considered legally blind, but there are some other people that I know with albinism who they can wear contacts with no problem, or they're already driving. Some of us, like me, it takes us a little longer. Some people, they walk around without their glasses and they don't have an issue. It's not as severe. We all have some type of vision that is affected. Some people's vision is more impacted than mine is. And so I think it just depends on the type of albinism you have in the person. Albinism only affects skin and hair, not the eyes. I just touched on that. It affects the eyes as well. Let's do maybe 3 more. This one is a good one. It says albinos cannot participate in outdoor activities due to sun sensitivity. That is not true. We should be wearing sunscreen at all times when we go outside, even if it's not sunny. I learned a few years ago that that's the time when you really need it the most. But although we do have to be more careful, there are things that we can do to help us enjoy. Like, I can go to the beach. When I go, I need a sun visor, I need a hat, I need an umbrella, I need to be in shade. I can't just be out in the sun like everyone else. However, I can go to the beach. We can go outside, we can have fun, we can do field day, we can do zoo trips, we can do water activities. We just have to be more cautious about what we do and how long we do it for, how many breaks we take because of sun exposure. There are times where I'm having a blast, but I have to remind myself, hey, go sit in the shade for a few minutes because you're getting a little too red. Even if I feel like I'm okay, when I start to get overly heated or when I start to get too hot, I know it's something happening and I need to go sit down. I need to go get some water. I need to rehydrate. My skin will literally start to burn. I'll be like, it's hot. It's hot. And I'm not saying it's hot as in your average, oh, it's hot outside. But no, my skin is literally on fire. And sometimes I'll be like, why is my skin on fire? And out there a little too long, or it's a lot hotter than you realized. Even though you thought you were fine, your skin may be impacted. So although we might have to take more, safety precautions than the average person, we can go outside and we can participate. Just make sure you have your water because you got to stay hydrated because being dehydrated and exposed, it is a terrible combination. You have to remain hydrated. Wear your shades or your transitions. I have transition glasses. Wear your transition lenses. Protect your scalp because a sunburn in the scalp is terrible. Trust me. And make sure that you have access to shade and that you take breaks. You should be all right. I'm getting full and I'm running out of storage. So let's do two more. One of the ones included on my list says albinos are a result of a punishment to past sins. And I think what's getting me is that some people really believe this. Like some people will really believe that this is the case and it's not. Some people really do think that we're cursed. Some people really do think that we are a result of punishment because somebody sinned. False. Uh, man. And it's one thing for people to believe this, but I think what's even more sad is that some people with albinism believe this. You cannot allow yourself to believe some of these myths and false beliefs because it will put you in a dark place. It will make you feel like you really are cursed. It will make you feel like something really is wrong with you. It'll make you feel like God made a mistake and he did not. He didn't. That is so sad. Me personally, I used to question it a lot. And I'm not going to lie, I still question it. Like, God, why did you create me this way? Why did you, create me to have albinism? I know he didn't make a mistake, but I also know that there's a purpose and a reason. And whether he tells me that reason ever in life, I'm okay with it because I know that I'm beautiful. I know that I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. I know that he was intentional when he created me. And I'm just thankful that I have that mindset. I'm thankful that I am strong now in that area mentally. Because if you're not, especially myths and beliefs like this, it can hurt you. It can make you feel some type of way. And it used to make me feel some type of way when people would call me ugly, bully me, tell me that I was weird, tell me that I was, you know, evil. Like that stuff really did hurt me. But now I'm so grateful that I am mentally strong enough to know what is true, what is not true, and to stand on what God said and what God chose to do for me. But I'm not gonna lie, some days I do ask, like, God, what is the purpose of this albinism? Like, how are you gonna use this for your glory? How are you using this for your glory? Because I would like to understand. But if he never tells me, it's okay because I know that I'm not a result of punishment. I know that I'm not cursed. I know these things, and I just pray that other people with albinism either are at this point or get to this point because some of this stuff is just crazy. Mm. But those who get it. Having people scared of you because of the way that the media portrays people like you, having people judge you just because you have albinism, having people think that you have a disease because of the way that you were born is it can really affect somebody. It really can. And I'm just grateful that I'm strong enough to not let it affect me. We're gonna do one more. I'm just about full. I still have 15 on my list, so if y'all want me to do a part two, just let me know. Albinos are identical in appearance and characteristics. I don't believe that this is true. I don't believe that this is the case for all of us. Do we look similar? Do we have similar features? Yes, I can say that. I can believe that. I feel like just like with people of African American, like you can see they have similar features. People that are Caucasian, they have similar features. Asians have similar features. I do believe in that. I do believe albinism, people with albinism, especially if they are a part of the same racial group, like me and another person that is African American that has albinism, we might have similar features. I do believe that, but I do not believe that we're all identical. I think that saying all albinos look the same or all people with albinism look the same, I think that is the equivalent to saying all black people look the same and act the same. All white people look the same and act the same. Y'all, we have our own personalities. We are our own individual people. We have our own identities. We have our own characteristics. We have our own things that make us unique outside of the one thing that makes us unique. You know, like, yeah, albinism makes us unique, but even as a collective, we are all still unique and have our own, personalities and things of that nature. Yeah, I think it's funny though, because everybody thinks that we either have to be related or we have to have the same, characteristics, or we have to all be the same and act the same. And that's not the case. Speaking of that, y'all, if y'all go and watch my vlog that I did today, I was in Five Below and somebody asked me, is such and such your mama? And I was like, no, I'm not even from here, but I get that question a lot. Like, I specifically get, is such and such your mom, all the time. And I'm like, whoever the daughter is, I want to meet her, because it got to be a reason why they all think that we look the same. Because they're like, oh, I thought you were her daughter. I'm not gonna, keep her name in, because I wouldn't want my name exposed, especially if I didn't know this person. But I'm like, I've been here for 3 years. And since I've been here, I get that question all the time, like at least twice a month. Oh, I thought you was such his daughter. No. Said today, I was like, I would love to meet her though, because I get that so much. Like, I don't even know who these people are, but as many times as I didn't heard their name, you would think that I am a part of the family, because I get it so much. So I would love to, meet her one day. But that just goes to show, like, people think that everybody with albinism look exactly the same, and I don't see it. I don't see it at all. I'm gonna take one more bite of this bread. Mm, 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 mm. Thank y'all for tuning into my video. I had fun filming my first ever mukbang, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. Like I said, I didn't get through all of the beliefs and myths on my list. There were a lot, and there were some pretty interesting ones that were still left. So if y'all want a part 2, please drop it in the comments below. If you haven't, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend that it's lit over here. Leave a comment about how you feel about these myths and beliefs, whether you have albinism, don't have albinism, know somebody with albinism. I would love to hear y'all's thoughts. Until next time, I love y'all. Y'all be safe, stay blessed. Bye. Tell Canes to sponsor me. Thank you.